Should I knock first?
No, no one's in. Great. I'm pretty sure this thing moves.
Ooh, got it.
Here we go. What's the most exciting thing about Monument Valley coming to Netflix?
Monument Valley is a series of adventures, and it's so cinematic and makes sense in the Netflix universe. It has that feeling of adventure, it has the multi-stages, it has that elegance and beauty.
It's just a place where there are so many stories and so many feelings and so many worlds to explore. Monument Valley is exactly that.
We have this great opportunity to reach our new audience of people who might not call themselves gamers.
We spent 10 years trying to give Monument Valley to a bunch of people we know would love the game, but don't think they want to try a video game yet. And all of a sudden, we're going to be in front of a load of people who appreciate good stories on Netflix.
Oh, it's a dragger.
10 years later, why do people still love Monument Valley?
How visually novel it is and how playfully novel it is. It's a game about surprising you. The game is a collection of these little dreamy spaces that you just want to be like, oh, I'd like to revisit there.
I think this guy moves. What makes stories in Monument Valley unique and different from other games?
It touches upon themes that are rarely told in games. Monument Valley 1 being about forgiveness. Monument Valley 2, that story of that mother and child. We rarely see that in games.
And there was an intimacy to the story, right? Certainly in Monument Valley 2, big feelings in a really small space.
And even the pop culture references. There was one chapter that was inspired by Kimchi, a drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. Right. There's another that was inspired by licorice candy, definitely by artist MC Escher, of course.
Oh man, this model.
Question, what's next for Monument Valley?
If only we were working on a third game. Those are uncharted waters.
Keep it up. Something about a sailor here.
All right, got it. How has Monument Valley impacted the world of gaming?
We look back 10 years and everything we've made that's Monument Valley since then. We've had a huge emphasis on trying to bring inspirations from outside of video games, not look at just our own crowd. Remember the first game, we were looking at things like flower arranging and poetry as inspirations, and especially from a visual perspective, try to do something that doesn't look like a video game.
I think it's also affected the way that the studio culture works. We love talking about things outside of game.
We need diverse people and interests in order to make a super interesting game that isn't derivative. Not a distraction, it's an essential part of making something great.